Here are 4 easy ways to make your outfits look instantly better without shopping. I'm a firm believer that one of the best ways to make your outfits look better is to play with the pieces that you already own. And during those times of either wardrobe boredom, or maybe when an outfit is just looking a little bit dull, a little bit unsavory, I look to these specific styling techniques that I'm going to be teaching you to help make my outfit look 10 times better. And the best part about it is that you can use pieces you already own to work with these techniques, so there is no shopping required. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more content on practical styling tips. And don't forget to check out my new style membership as well. As a member, you get access to my wardrobe revival course, my closet detox course, a private Facebook community, and so much more. So make sure you check that out in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get right into it. My first styling tip is called the shoulder drape. This is a styling technique that has been around forever, but I feel like it's grown a lot in popularity over the past few years. And it's definitely something that I'm doing with my outfits a majority of the time. Like, I do it all of the time. What I love about the shoulder drape styling technique is that you're not only wearing either a sweater or a cardigan or a button-up in a more non-traditional way, but I also love that it creates almost like a frame around your outfit. Now, there's a few different ways that you can style the shoulder drape. A standard way to do this is obviously just drape it over your shoulders. Now, I like to fold it just a little bit, maybe like a quarter of the way before I flip it over my shoulders, just because I feel like it helps create a little bit more of a secure shelf when I'm wearing it. If you are wearing a fabric that is maybe a little bit more slippery underneath, maybe it's a silk shirt or anything that just has less traction to it, you might risk the item falling off your shoulders, but it's all about just how you place it on your shoulders and making sure that it feels secure. Just make sure you play around with it, make sure it feels secure to you. But if you do want a little bit more security, or maybe you just want a different way to style it when it's over your shoulders, you can also tie the sleeves in front of your chest. Now, this is another reason why I generally go for more lightweight, less bulky pieces, because I feel like when I do tie the arms or the sleeves of a generally bulkier sweater or cardigan, it just looks a little off, like my outfit doesn't look as balanced. But again, do whatever works for you and work with whatever you have in your closet. And the last example is to take one sleeve, put it under your armpit, and then tie it around your chest on a diagonal. I love all of these styling techniques so much. Like, I don't think I could pick a favorite, but if I had to, I really enjoy the diagonal tie across the chest look. I just think it's so cute. So oftentimes, a lot of what you need is just a really easy layering look to help complete your outfit. So I definitely recommend keeping this one in your back pocket for the future. My next tip is to match your accessories. Now, this is something that I began when I started my YouTube channel because I saw how good it looked on camera and I was like, damn, I need to do this more often. Matching your accessories, specifically your bag, your belt, or your shoes, is a really great way to add a little bit more visual interest to your look and also add some dimension. Now, even if you don't have a matching color for all 3 of those items, you can just match 2 of them, whether it's your shoes to your bag or your belt to your shoes. Whatever the case may be, you're never gonna fail when it comes to matching at least 2 of your accessories. Now, I only do this with black accessories because just honestly, that's all I own right now. So I'm sure you probably have either black or brown or something along those lines that you can mix and match together. And no, they don't have to be the exact tone. They don't have to be the exact shade. Just having something that is similar is going to do the trick. I personally love my all black accessories because I feel like it does a really good job of just creating some more depth to my look, especially when I'm wearing lighter neutrals, which is like a majority of the time. So the next time you're feeling maybe a little bit blah about your outfit, throw a couple of matching accessories on, see what you can do with it, and I guarantee it's gonna come together. My next tip is to play with proportions. Now, what exactly does it mean to play with proportions? It all comes down to the visual breaks in your outfit. Now, I did an entire video about the rule of thirds, which I highly recommend checking out if you want a little bit more information about this. I will link it above here. But to sum it up, it's about splitting your body into either 1/3 upper, 2/3 lower, or 2/3 upper and 1/3 lower, and styling based on that. Again, it's a little confusing, so I recommend watching that video, but here are some examples of exactly what I'm talking about. So here's an example of an outfit that applies the 1/3 upper and 2/3 lower rule of thirds. Now you can clearly see the visual break where the t-shirt ends and then the remainder of the dress begins. So that is an example of a visual break. And the reason why we want to split our body into these uneven sections, I guess you could call them, is because oftentimes when things are even or when things are proportional, it is boring or just like lackluster to the eye. The rule of thirds is something that has been used in film and photography and art. Again, I recommend watching the video just for more detail, but it is the best way to play with your proportions. And here's an example of the opposite. So we have 2/3 upper and 1/3 lower. Now, when I want to do a 2/3 upper look, I will generally lean towards either my blazer or a longer cardigan, but I generally go for 1/3 upper, 2/3 lower because it just makes my legs look longer. I'm a little bit on the shorter side and my legs are a little bit shorter, so I generally like that just to help play with my proportions a little bit better. But the 2/3 upper and 1/3 lower might be better for somebody who has a shorter torso or somebody who's looking to elongate their upper body a little bit more. But honestly, there's no rules when it comes to fashion. I wear both of these types of proportions literally all the time. So I just find that having great style really starts with education first and knowing these techniques to keep in your back pocket. And honestly, I think the rule of thirds is something that everybody should know when putting their outfits together because it just makes more sense and it just becomes easier over time when you are styling your looks. And my last tip is to add a tuck. Now, I know there are some people out there who strongly dislike a tuck. And if that's you, just hear me out. I want to teach you a couple different things. Tucking your shirt is a great way to add some shape to an otherwise shapeless look. And there are 4 main ways that I personally like to tuck my shirt that I want to share with you here. Obviously, we have a full tuck. I actually do this one more often than not. I love tucking my entire shirt in. This is obviously a pretty standard option. We all know how to do this. So I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I do find it to be one of the best ways to tuck your shirt. The next option is a French tuck, which is simply just tucking the front of your shirt in and then leaving the back out. I especially like doing a French tuck when I'm wearing a shirt that I know is just going to come out every single time I sit down, or maybe it's just not gonna stay in place as much. Now, the next option I have for you is the bra tuck, but not with just any other random bra, but with this bra, which honestly is quite ratty, just given how much I've worn it, but it is just, ooh, I love this bra so much. So this is a ribbed seamless bra from Gap. I have worn this for years. I have multiple colors. I pretty much wear them all of the time, not only when I'm tucking, but also when I'm like just existing and not tucking. I will leave a link in the description for this bra. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, it is the best. You can wear it over your normal bra or you can wear it on your own, which is what I do a majority of the time. And the reason I love this bra so much and why I recommend it for tucking is because it is tight enough to hold your shirt in place, but it's not tight enough to like cut off your circulation. I used to find that the biggest problem I had when doing a bra tuck is that the bra just wasn't tight enough, and then I'd be like reaching up my shirt trying to fix it, and that's just not cute. We don't want to do that. And the result is fairly similar to a French tuck, but I do find that the bra tuck is a little bit better for bulkier items, like especially when you don't want to tuck like a thick sweatshirt into your jeans and it creates like a little bit of a bump. I mean, whatever, it's not the biggest deal in the world, of course, but I personally like when I can tuck it up and flatten it out that way rather than worry about how it looks or worry about how it feels, honestly, when it's tucked into my pants. And I love this bra because you can tuck it in the front, you can tuck it all the way around depending on the top, like especially a more lightweight top or a thinner top. Or you can even tuck it in the sides, like get crazy with it, whatever you want to do. Just give it a try. I promise you, you won't regret it. And the last tuck I'm going to recommend is a half tuck, which is generally done with button-ups. So what you want to do is button your shirt about halfway. It's totally going to depend on your torso. And then you want to take the layer that's on bottom, which is the button side, and you want to tuck that into your pants. You don't want to do the top layer because then it just like fits weird and it looks a little weird. So take the bottom layer and tuck it into your pants. This is how I wear a button up a majority of the time. If I'm not wearing it draped over my shoulders like the first tip, or if I'm not wearing it like in the traditional standard way, then I will generally do a half tuck. It is such a great way to add a little bit of dimension to your look. You can do it with jeans, you can do it with a skirt, you could even do it over a dress. If you pair it with this bra, you can do the half tuck up instead of into your pants. Like, the options are endless, and that's also why I love this bra so much. It is so just like multifunctional. I love it. So when in doubt, tuck it out. Oh my God. All right, you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below which tip you're gonna try first. I would love to hear about it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.